Hi, my name is Grace Knapp. I'm a Christian, and I belong to Calvary Church. I was a sheriff, a Cook County sheriff, for 32 years. I started out as a deputy. I did a lot of criminal work. I trained recruits for 17 years of my career, which was the best part of my career. I was promoted to sergeant in the early 90s. I started in 1980. And after being promoted to sergeant, within a year and a half, I was promoted to lieutenant. And I retired a lieutenant in 2009. I was raised a Catholic by two great parents. I went to Catholic grammar school. I went to Catholic high school. When I got into high school, I became confused and concerned about a lot of things I was seeing there that I did not like. I talked to Jesus Christ every day, but I never felt as close as I wanted to be to him. I wanted to learn more about the Bible. So I asked a friend, many years after growing up, to bring me to Bible class and to church here at Calvary Church. And I haven't left since. I had a great life as a child. Grew up in a beautiful home with loving parents. But something was missing in my life. And so it took me a long time to get here, but I am happily here. I started to see the people here at Calvary, how much they loved Jesus. And I wanted that. I wanted it. And that's what kept me coming back. That's what keeps me staying, because now I have that relationship with Jesus, and it feels wonderful. I'm very joyful. I've never been this joyful in my life, and it feels good.
Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen God begin to do in your life?
Yes.
Since
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm sitting in a Bible class with a lot of women, wonderful women with just tons of wisdom about the Bible, who are teaching me so much. That means a lot to me. It's something I've wanted all my life. I am coming to church every Sunday. It's something I did not do as a Catholic. I did not go to church every Sunday. I missed going to church. I wanted to go to church. But things kept me away from church. Life went on. Now my life's different. It's totally different. I was at a retreat, a law enforcement retreat put on by Billy Graham. It was an appreciation retreat for law enforcement officers, which I was. And Jesus was talking to me that day. And I was talking back to him, and I was saying, please tell me what to do. I want to give you my life. And I did it. I did it right there at that retreat. And following that, when I came home, I told Pastor Daniel about that, and I told him that I wanted him to baptize me, please. And I had my baptism on September 15th of this year, right here in this church. And I'm happy that I did that too, because this is going to be a lifelong thing for me. It's not a trend or something I'm going to get tired of ever. I love where I'm at with my faith right now. I was listening to a lot of speakers, Christian speakers, all Christians, and I was being I just loved everything they were saying. I was being inspired by them. And I knew that I was very close to making that big change in my life, to becoming a Christian. I knew I was close. And I kept talking to Jesus that day, and Jesus was talking back to me, and he guided me right through it. And I told a friend of mine, I'm ready to do this right now. And she was quite amazed that I was ready to do it right that moment. But when I get ready to do something, I'm ready to do it. And Jesus said, this is it, Grace, let's go. And I did it. And so all of the chaplains from Billy Graham, who are also all police officers or retired police officers, surrounded me and prayed with me and prayed over me for probably 10, 15 minutes. And it was so intense and so amazing and so wonderful that I could do it there amongst peers who then became different types of brothers and sisters to me. And I left there in amazement and so happy and joyful.
What advice would you have for somebody who's like on the fence, like they feel like God is pulling at their heart, but they're on the fence, they're not ready to take that leap like you did? What advice would you give them?
Well, if they're on the fence, hopefully they know how to pray. And I'd probably tell them that they needed to pray more. It's something I needed to do, was to learn how to pray more and give more of myself to Jesus. And I think that if they could just pray and reach out to other Christians, maybe a pastor, and spend their life giving more to Jesus Christ, as true Christians do, I think that would help them make their decision. I love this church. I love the people. I love the pastor. I found a home, and I'm staying.